As the country continues to recover from the pandemic period that stalled almost every business, East Texans are traveling yet again, and many are returning to the rails. GMA's Bob Hallmark has more.
Coming through Longview twice a day, Amtrak's Texas Eagle continues to be a reliable alternative for travel for many.
No speed traps to worry about, gasoline or vehicle breaking down or anything like that.
With connecting rails all over the country, train travel is often cheaper than flying, in part because you can generally take more with you before paying extra baggage fees.
It's not expensive and it is comfortable, more comfortable than a bus. The bus, you have 6 or 7 changeovers from start to finish, as to where the train you only have 1 changeover.
The pandemic caused ridership to drop consistently over 2 years, but in 2022, Amtrak saw its ridership jump to 22.9 million, an 88% increase. An elegant, if longer way to travel, they're getting a little bit of a boost now from the airline industry. Winter storms and other elements scrubbed thousands of flights in the United States and delayed thousands more. Amtrak officials say they're seeing many turn to the rails, and many just like the relaxing ride and ease of movement.
I've always taken the train down there. It's a comforting, relaxing trip.
For Good Morning East Texas, I'm Bob Hallmark.
Well, Amtrak Texas Eagle makes daily runs from Chicago to San Antonio, stopping in East Texas both ways if you want to catch a ride.